Hi guys, back again. Thought I might do an update, and hopefully probably a better explanation to what I was trying to get across with using depth keys as an aid with impressioning to minimise the amount of cuts you have to worry about impressioning on the key blank. Straight away, this is not directed or at locksmiths, established locksmiths who are proficient and knowledgeable on impressioning. They wouldn't use these, but it's more a training aid for someone who wants to, who's not totally proficient at impressioning and want to minimise the amount of work they need to do. Or someone who's starting off with impressioning, this would be like a training aid or assistance tool for them until they get to the point where they no longer need this depth keys to do the job. These are not purchase. You can't purchase these. These are homemade, homebrew set I've made up. C4. Just for this sole purpose, just explaining how they work. Yeah, there's a C4 profile, so 0 to 9. I don't worry about the 10 pin on Lockwood because they're very seldom used these days. I've got this, yeah, it's a C4, it's a Brava, a kick from a Brava deadbolt. And this only works on the assumption that you have actually picked the plug, and you have blanks to help decipher cuts, what cuts are in the cylinder. But yeah, these are 0 to 9. Like I said, these are homebrew. I made these up specifically for this video, basically. Yeah, this is pinned up with 5 pins. What I'll do, I'll start off with a 0, which is basically a blank blank key, if not just a smidge below the blank in depth. But when you try these out, make sure the plug is in the open position, obviously, and it's facing in that direction where the pins will fall down through gravity into the most extreme part of the inside of the housing there. What you do, just get the 0 key, which is that one. I've actually marked these off as a guide just to give you an idea to what you're looking at. Yeah, try placing the 0 key or depth key into the cylinder. I've already pre-marked these, obviously. If it doesn't go past that first mark, then that section here is actually hitting against the first pin. So obviously that pin is a larger pin than 0, 1 up to 9. So 0 doesn't go past the first mark, so we can give that a miss. That's not relevant. Try number 1. That's number 1 there. Again, doesn't go past the first mark, so the pin is not a 1. It's got to be higher than a 1. Just keep going through the process. Go for a 2. And again, it doesn't go past the, I'm trying to keep those marks in focus if I can, but it's pretty awkward. Yeah, it doesn't go past the first mark, so it's not a number 2 pin. It's got to be higher than 2. Go for number 3. Okay. yeah, first mark, doesn't go past that first mark, so it's not a 3 pin obviously, it's got to be higher. Okay, that's number 4, that's gone fairly deep in there. Okay, so we know for the first pin on this cylinder is the number 4 cut. Okay, so that's, you don't have to worry about number 1, it's a 4. Don't worry about filing that, just cut that to code on the machine, or if you haven't got one, obviously file it down to a 4, then leave it. It's gone past the first mark. I'll try to find these marks. It's gone past the first mark, so that means it's overridden the first pin. It's gone past the second mark, which means it's overridden the second pin in the second chamber, and it's overridden the third pin in this cylinder. So we know that in chamber 2 or 3 it cannot be higher than a 4, so it will be between 0 and 4, and same with this chamber as well. So we know for a fact that on the first 3 chambers on this cylinder, the first cut is a 4, and number 2 and 3 chamber, they can only be between 0 and 4, can't be higher than 4. So that helps out, saves you cutting any deeper on the 4 on those chambers. So number 4 pin has got to be higher than a 4. So we'll try the 5 key. Okay, that's gone right home. So that has gone across all 5 pins, which tells me for number 4 is a 5 cut. You don't need to worry about, it's a 5. So that's one less chamber to worry about. Straight away, well, over those 4 chambers, there's 50% of your workloads is done. But over 5 chambers, number 5 chamber can only be a 5, between a 0 and a 5. So on this cylinder, that's what the cuts would read on one, guaranteed. Number 4, so 5 cut, and number chamber 2, it's between a 0 and a 4, 0 and 4 and 3, and 0 and 5 on chamber 5. So if you've got a code machine, just code it to 4, 0, 0, 5, 0, and just there's 40% of your workload finished. We have to concentrate on is position spacings 2, 3 and 5, and yeah, and work from 0 to 4. If you know the measurements of the C4, this, by the way, you can do this on any profile, as long as it's an inline key system with a shear line. Doesn't matter if it's large, quickset, Yale, Corbin Russman, the profiles are irrelevant. If it's a pin tumbler, and it's inline and it has a shear line, you can do it on any format pin tumbler. It's probably not worthwhile to go to this extent. Just say, for example, like William Mansell has quite a excuse me, quite a few vintage padlocks. Oh, I don't know the exact number, but he's got a lot of them without keys, or quite a few without keys. If, for example, he had 4 or 5, just say Yale padlocks of the same series and brand, which shared the same broach or keyway, and with the same pin, shared the same pin spacings and depths, it would be worthwhile, if he's not 100% confident with impressioning, it would be worthwhile to maybe get up some blanks for that Yale keyway, and depending on how many depths in the padlocks. If just for an argument's sake, there's 5 depths on a Yale padlock, you could just get 5 blank keys, and if he knew what the measurements were depth measurements. He could file them down from the shoulder to the tip progressively till he gets the deepest cut, and use those to minimise the amount of work he needs to do to impression the key. But yeah, that's the theory. I hope that makes sense anyway. So sometimes you can get lucky. You can actually decode a 5-pin cylinder, or potentially a 6-pin, if depending on the bitting. If it's a progressive bitting from the front, say it's a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, and a 7 and a 9. Well, yeah, then with these depth keys, you can decipher the depths and cut a key, you know, in 3 minutes or so, if that. If you've got a code machine, obviously. Anyway, that's the story of that. Like I said, I hope it makes sense. I'm not a great teacher as such. I'm more of a doer. So anyway, where I'm at it, get rid of that. I actually might do that little giveaway thing I started. Get it over and done with, and start it now, and probably finish on, I don't know, this coming Sunday at 6 PM Eastern Standard Time, Australia. No idea what time that will be in your part of the woods. In England it'll probably be the same day, but I don't know, 10 hours earlier, I think. In America, it'd be I don't know, maybe 2 in the morning the day before. Yeah, same day. I'm not sure. Yeah, so that's what's up for grabs. I've taken that bag of tatty old key rings out. That was just a decision I made on the day in my previous video. So forget that. I've taken it out. The weight on alone is not worth. Yeah, that bag of key rings could be the extra weight that breaks the bank, so to speak. You know, that could mean the difference between paying for, say, 3.5 kilos, or say it's 3.8 kilograms. If I throw them in and it becomes over 4 kilograms, then obviously the price goes up to, you know, 15 to 20 bucks, I think. So for the sake of that kind of money, I won't put those tatty Chinese key rings in, because I'm sure you probably wouldn't use them anyway. But anyway, yeah, to be in this, I'm going to make it a bit extreme. Actually, you've got to earn it if you survive. Yeah, to be eligible, you've got a video you picking a 6-pin lock, minimum 6-pin cylinder. It has to have an extreme Bill Bacardi bitting example, and to get the max rules, throw them out the window. It's got to be a 090909. You can only use a shallow hook pick, and to make it interesting, you've got to be fully submerged in water with no breathing aids. And whilst doing that, you need to do it with your non-preferred hand. So yeah, so that's the rules of engagement for entry. So good luck with that. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Back again. Yeah, I wasn't serious, obviously, with the rules of entry to the giveaway. What I thought I might do, I'm not going to make it too bloody silly where it gets a bit awkward for me. I don't want to send out 2 packages again. I'll make it pretty simple. I think Thumper did it with some Tic Tacs or something. I might do it with, got a glass of Aussie 2-cent pieces. They're all 2-cent pieces, by the way. These are obviously discontinued use currency, not worth anything now. What year is that one? 19. I think it's 1980. Yeah. What were you doing in 1980? Anyway, yeah, like I said, they're all 2-cent pieces. I won't leave them in the glass, because this glass is sort of, it's got that 3D effect. You know. So what I'll do is I'll just put them there. Glass is empty, obviously. I'll yeah, I'll just, yeah, anyway, that's that. They're all 2-cent pieces. If you can guess the correct amount, and I'll make it easier for you. It's between $1, $1 and $2. So that's a bit of a hint. It's going to be the closest one to the correct figure. So for example, and this is not the actual figure, by the way, it's just an example. If, for example, it was $1.40 and someone chose $1.41 and someone chose $1.39, then it's the closest is going to be $1.39. So that's the way it's going to be in relation to closest wins. I'll give you 2 chances actually. You can have 2 picks, make, you know, give you double the chance of winning. So you can have 2 selections. You can choose 2 amounts and put them down in the comments if you want to be in it. And yeah, if by chance you get more than one that went, you know, guesses the correct amount, be it 2 people, 3 people, 5 people, then the only thing I can do with there is put those 5 people's names on a ping pong ball and chuck it in a covered bag and go from there, and may the best man win. So anyway, yeah, just guess the amount in that pile. I'll put them back in the jar for now. Okay. Yeah, look out for, I think Dark Arts has got a giveaway coming up soon. Yeah, he's a devious man. I think it's I've got a funny feeling there's going to be a cryptic question involved to put an entry in, which is, yeah, that's good. That's thinking outside the box. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, so there you go. Before I go too, I was talking about these bloody picks. How this is well, one of the previous ones a while ago. Obviously it's broken, but it's HPC, manufactured by HPC Incorporated at Schiller Park, Illinois, USA. Actually, Bill made a comment. He said he's 45 minutes away, I think, from HPC. And I'm thinking, hang on, Schiller Park, Illinois, he's in Chicago. I thought, obviously Chicago's a city. Illinois is the actual state. Yeah, I had a blonde moment. Chicago, Illinois, of course. Yeah, so he's going to find out for me if they're still there, or what the story is with the manufacturing, whether they still manufacture in America, or you know, palm these off to Chinese under license and import them back into America and ship them out. But yeah, that's the latest one. It's, yeah. I did some research on this too, but just a brief research. HPC. It's the Hudson Lock Company, and yeah, Hudson Lock Company. They're still around today, obviously. They actually bought ESP lock products out in 1997, and they own HPC. So I don't know what HPC stands for actually. I never even gave it a thought. I'm just wondering if HPC stands for Hudson I don't know, Product Company, or maybe, I don't know. If anyone out there in America knows, let me know. It's curious, because if these are being made in America, this is how I got it, by the way. Yeah, if you look on the rivets, or even the quality of the rivets is different. That's probably peened over. This one's sort of partial peened. It's pretty rough. Yeah, so if anyone knows what the story is with those, I'll be interested to know. I can't imagine that being produced in an American factory at HPC in America. It's just, yeah, I don't think it wouldn't pass quality. It wouldn't get through the quality, surely. But who knows? Anyway, 20 minutes already. Bloody hell. Yeah, I don't go too long, because I'll knock this out. I have to get a pack his lunch again. Anyway, that'll do for now, and until next time, I'll catch you later, and just remember, closing this Sunday, coming Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Australia. So that's when the cut-off is. After that, yeah, the comments are going to be invalid if after that point in time. Anyway, I better shoot off. Until the next time, take care and bye.